Welcome back to my channel FU. I'm not sure though who said it, even though I would not be surprised if the king he meant it, not literally using that kind of vulgar word, but if he did mean it in a different way, then that is 100% understandable. But we will discuss about that in this video. Who said it? The monarchy definitely has had enough with Meghan and Harry.
For a, quote, less stressful environment. The Prince of Wales is focused on supporting his wife as she recovers from her ongoing health battle. The source said, no one on the staff can mention Meghan's name to Kate right now. Her name is basically banned because of the stress around it, and she doesn't want it anymore. The source added, alleging that Kate will never see Meghan again, even if the royal family reconciles with Harry. While William and Kate can, quote, forgive Harry because he's family, they don't want to see Meghan again, the source added. The first step is to stop talking to the public about private matters, the insider shared. They don't see a path forward until Harry can stay quiet. So, Angela Levin,
I think it is game over for Harry and Meghan, even if they try to reconcile and they, let's say, for the sake of argument, yes, the monarchy took them back, but the monarchy is basically made of two major figures. 3 or 4 of them actually, but Catherine and William, they are really the people to go to. They are the future of monarchy. They are the present of the monarchy. Without them, there is no point of reconciling with the monarchy, because there is no monarchy left without them, really. I mean, the king, he's sick right now. He's ill, struggling or battling his cancer. We do not know how long he will live, but the future is with Prince William. And if Prince William doesn't talk to Meghan and Harry, if Catherine doesn't talk to Meghan and Harry, of course the people who will be under them in the future again will not talk to them either, because nobody wants to make the king, in that case there will be Prince William, angry or upset with them. And therefore for Meghan and Harry, it's game over when it comes to Catherine and William.
It's a lot of pinch me moments right now. And at the same time, I think because I'm so busy with so many different things, and for each of those projects, as you mentioned, the show or the podcast or the brand, the business, the most important thing that I work on every day, my practice, is trying to really integrate it. To integrate the joy, to integrate, like we say, like, you have to be thankful. Like, yes, you're thankful. Yeah, I'm thankful, but I have to go to this next meeting. It's like, no, can you just take a minute to really like signal and cue that, oh, happy, thank you, more please. This feels really good. This is what I worked so hard for. So that's my practice.
2 things here we notice. Number 1, she is not mentioning anything about Lily Archie. The question was asked to her by Jamie Kern Lima. How are you, Meghan? That was a very simple question. How complicated she made it. Oh, you have to be thankful. Oh, you are in a rush. You don't have time. Oh, this project I'm working. Meghan, the question was simple. How are you? Just say, I'm good, doing good. How are you? But no, she has to go in details, explaining and complicating everything in the process. That's what she does. The other thing that you also notice, not only that she said, she did not mention anything about Lily and Archie, how when she was asked how you are doing. I mean, you're a mom, right? Think about this. When I ask you a question, you're a mom of a 3-year or 5 or 6 years or 4-year, you automatically first thing you say or assume is that the question is about my motherhood. It's not about me, my business. The question is actually, how are you, is basically asking me, how are you as a mom? At least that should come to her mind. I mean, a lot of mom will talk about their family first. Then they will talk about business and all that, because business and all those things don't matter. What really matters is your family, is the people. But here you see how strange it is that Meghan Markle was not mentioning anything about the family, i.e. in this case, Lily and Archie. She went straight into her project. What is big, what is happening, oh, come on. And the second thing you will also notice from this is that Meghan Markle, she said, I'm busy. Oh my God, I'm busy. I'm doing this, doing that. But when she or her accountant publishes her activities, especially in regards to what they're doing with Archwell, She works 1 hour a week.
Thrilled, as you are, I'm sure, that Netflix has renewed Harry and Meghan's deal.
Well, supposedly, but it's maybe just a Meghan deal.
Oh, a Meghan deal. Well, that makes it much better not.
Well, by all accounts, the third series of As Ever, With Love Meghan is being commissioned. Ted Sanderos, the big cheese at Netflix, says that Meghan's a bit of a rock star, and he wants to continue his financial arrangement with her. But I think Harry, though, he's being sidelined out of it, because if he's not going to do a royal documentary, presumably like the first one, then it may not... There's no traction, and certainly his polo documentary.
The Sussex Squad will propagate this message and will amplify it and celebrate. Oh, Netflix, they renewed season 3 with Meghan Markle as ever. But wait a second, what they will not tell you is how much Netflix is going to be paying Meghan Markle. I can renew a contract with a person if I don't have to pay that much amount of money. I will do that, because Netflix, at the end of the day, they are a streaming platform. They need something all the time, 24/7. And if they can give Meghan Markle like minimum wage, $16 an hour, to cook or pretend to cook, and she agrees to that, I don't think Netflix will have any qualm with that. They will go ahead with that. Having said that, though, guys, Netflix is complete douchebags. They're full of douchebags, because they have seen how this everything is falling apart, but nevertheless they are so interested. Ted Sanders, I think his name, does he, like, why would he do that? Like Meghan has something on him? I don't know.
What's making things even worse for Meghan is that she seems to be taking it all personally again. Rumors say she's furious about what's coming, but here's the thing: South Park doesn't just ignore backlash, they feed on it. The more outrage they stir up, the sharper they get. That's the whole point. Meghan can assemble PR teams, call lawyers, or write long essays about tone and misogyny. None of that's going to stop Trey and Matt. They're not afraid of celebrity tantrums or legal threats. If anything, that just guarantees more airtime.
And Harry and Meghan, well, they were treated like the prince and princess of me that they deserve to be. Here's just a little...
This video title, it gave us an update saying that South Park, Meghan Markle, they are not getting along. In fact, it says, quote, Meghan Markle demands South Park episode be banned after getting humiliated on TV. South Park getting banned. No, I don't think that is happening, Meghan, because no, I don't think your husband will fight for that. Your husband will fight for IPP status, because that's really the prize. What South Park is doing, what Family Guy is doing, won't really bother him too much. Plus, he doesn't really care much about all of this nonsense about you. He knows, Harry knows by now, that Meghan is really good for nothing, and she is a laughingstock just like himself.
One source close to the royal family, according to the Daily Mail, according to Rebecca English, responded to this photo saying, well, that's a right giant blank you, isn't it? And then I saw the Sun headlines, like Prince Harry turns his back on the royal family. I just talked to Piers Morgan about it, and Piers Morgan really felt like that was the message as well. Prince Harry turning his back. We don't need you, is what Piers said. I think it's another example of Harry and Meghan trying to tug at the heartstrings of their sympathizers and manipulate the media into, look at these children. Look at these children that don't get to know their grandfather. Look at these.
So basically here, Kinsey Schofield, she was referring to the interview Harry did recently. One senior royal, as I said in the beginning of this video, could be the king himself, but I don't think so. But it could be anybody. It could be even William or Catherine, or I don't know. But it could be, it is for sure from a senior royal family member who said blank you, giant blank you. Kinsey didn't use the word F. So how we interpret that is by saying that the royal family, one of the senior royal family members, they said to Harry, his interview with BBC, F you. This is how they are reacting, because it is becoming absolutely lunatic.
Is being able to be really open about it. And I haven't really scraped the surface on my experience, but I do think that I would never want someone else to feel that way. And I would never want someone else to be making those sort of plans, and I would never want someone else to not be believed. So if me voicing what I have overcome will save someone, or ask or encourage someone in their life to really genuinely check in on them and not assume.
Okay, so I just scraped the surface. She did not realize, Meghan Markle, all this time that somebody was watching her words. Somebody was watching her words, not necessarily by opening the TV or going on YouTube, but by just from people's mouth. That guy, he was watching, he was listening. Meghan Markle thought, well, you know what? I can say whatever I want. I can write a memoir. I can publish it. I have so many secrets about the family, the royal family, that I can expose them with. But she did not really see it coming. And that is that William was watching, and because of this kind of hateful comments about the family, royal family, that I just scraped the surface, I have so many things to talk about. She's now banned. She is now banned. I mean, I just played the video where Dan Wotton and Angela Levine was talking about how Us Weekly magazine, they published this with information from the insiders that the monarchy, Catherine and William, they're done with Meghan. So Meghan, you were being watched and you did not even know. And we did not expect you to know anything because you are dumb. You are not really an intelligent person. If you were intelligent, you would not have said anything about the monarchy, let alone throwing them under the bus. Subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.